Hi everybody, Ellie here from My Body Works, and this is day 2 of Move More in March in 2026, and I'm winging it. One of the things I wanted to say was that eventually I will get to I'm going to try to find a regular time every day to come on so that you know when I'm coming on and when to expect me. And I also will get better at scheduling in advance so that you can be notified if you want to be notified. And also plan what I plan to do so that I'm not winging it every day. But you know what? I wing it every day because I do this movement every day. I don't follow a routine or a pattern. Sometimes I do my lymphatic work in the morning and then I go off and I do other things, and then I come back later and I get on the floor and I do my floor movement. I do miss it sometimes, but really I do what I can every day, and that's all I expect me to do. I do the best I can, and that's what I expect anybody to do, is just the best they can. And not to beat yourself up if you're not there at 9 o'clock every morning doing, or at 7 o'clock every morning doing your thing. Life happens. Life is here. Today I want to talk about being on the floor, because that to me is the most important thing about my movement. Obviously, we move when we're sitting, we move when we're standing, we move when we're lying down, we move all the time. But for me, there's something about being on the floor that settles all the distractions. It settles things for me. And then I can actually intentionally connect within, and I listen to what my body's telling me. And that's another reason why it's different every day. Oh, and I also want to say another thing that I'll get better at. I'm not good at looking at the comments while I'm doing a live. I don't have that set up in a way. So really, if you have comments or if you have questions, put them in the comments section and I will definitely get back to you. But until I get used to doing this and I get better at using the live setup and all of that, it might take me a little while. But anyway, getting on the floor. So I'm gonna what I do. So right now, I'm just feeling what's going on in my body, and I'm feeling my knees, and that's because I was just kneeling on the floor, looking up at my camera and talking to you. And while I was setting things up, I didn't sit, I was kneeling. And so my knees are a little achy right now. So in addition to getting on the floor, I do a lot of touch, hands-on, because that helps also, right? Don't be afraid to massage, move your muscles, move your joints around, like, you know. So the getting on the floor part, initially I lie on my back and then I breathe. And I sink into the floor. And I try to lie here for a good minute. I'm not going to do that to you, but I do try to lie on the floor for a good minute and just be patient with my body, because it takes a little bit of time for things to let go of the standing position or that kneeling position. It takes a little time for my body to actually trust that I'm supported and it can let go. So I lie here for a minute or so, and I'm patient. And I pay attention. I feel my feet, tension in my feet. The tension in my knees is better. It's not bad. Sometimes I'll wiggle my body around while I feel what's going on. I feel tension in my shoulder blade up here. And that's been happening since shoveling. Anybody else shovel this last week? And it's not horrible, but I know it gets a little tighter and tighter as I go through my day. So lying on the floor, I can sort of just start to let that go. I feel quite a big arch in my low back. Not judging it, just what I feel. And then after that minute of just lying here and breathing and being patient and listening in, I'll bring my knees up. Well, this is what I'm going to do today. Every day is different. And I'm going to rock on my sacrum. The sacrum is the part of your spine that's like a triangle at the base of your spine. And I'm just going to push my feet into the floor and rock. And I'm flattening my low back. And then I'm going to release it back to neutral. And I'll do it again. I'm pushing sort of equally between both feet. And breathing. And pushing. And breathing. And I'm paying attention to each of each of the vertebrae in my spine. So each one, starting with the tailbone, the sacrum, rocking back, and then each vertebra sort of shifting and moving all the way up through the neck. And then I'm going to come back to neutral. Now the opposite, so what I'm doing when I do that is I'm getting back lengthening all along from the base all the way up. That back part of my spine is lengthening. And now when I come back to neutral, if I keep going, I can get even more of an arch in my back on purpose. Not a place I want to live, but I can go into that space. Back to neutral, and that is front of the spine lengthening. So I'm lengthening from the pelvic bone, from the spine in the front, all the way up through the neck. And then I can connect them. Low back, back lengthening, front lengthening, back lengthening, front lengthening. And sometimes I just sort of push and oscillate a little bit. That kind of feels a little like a massage along my spine. Breathe and exhale. I'm going to stop here, but I'm going to roll to my side. So I'm going to show you how I get back up again. I'm pushing this leg, pushing my knee towards that wall. And as I do that, I start to rotate and I roll all the way to the side, and then I can more easily sit up. So that's our movement for today. And if you want to be notified once I do start planning these and scheduling them out ahead, if you want to be notified, you can click the little bell on the YouTube, or you subscribe even. I'd be happy to have you along for the month. And let me know what you would like to learn about moving more every day. Thank you for being here.